Are you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 163, and this is your wake-up call. It is Tuesday, which means it's Tasty Tuesday, where we look out there at the world of food and discuss just some tips, tricks, maybe some recipes or foods that we want to highlight. And today, we thought it would be appropriate to talk about foods that are kind of good in a pinch. Foods that are good when you're kind of in a rush. You kind of need to grab and go. Something that'll fill you up and doesn't take too long to
prepare.
To make. You have to prepare. So, what's kind of quick foods on the go for you all?
Well, it doesn't even really have to be on the go, but, a lot of us sometimes don't have time to spend 2 hours in the kitchen, And some people aren't really huge fans of cooking anyway. I like cooking, but, you've gotta find some little quick things to eat when you are super busy or, you don't feel like spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So, a lot of these are just convenience foods, but they are healthy ones. Most of the time, convenience foods are very unhealthy. Like when you're talking about, like, instant noodles or canned, ravioli or whatever it may be, or frozen food you stick in the oven, But there are options out there that don't take a lot of time, and I think a lot of people, maybe when they're thinking about going plant-based or trying to eat healthier, they just don't want to because they think it's going to be super time-consuming. So I wanted to offer some options that just aren't time-consuming.
Well, there's so many ways that you can make a quick meal, and really it's your definition of quick. I mean, if you're talking about something that you can just grab and go, fruit to me is like the quickest handheld meal that you can grab, because you don't really have to prep anything. It's apples specifically.
But yeah.
Apple specifically. But, that's one of them. But, I mean, if you're talking something that you can fix within 30 minutes, be ready to eat, soups, you can't really go wrong with those. You can pretty well have a soup together, especially a chili. If you're using canned goods, a chili can be put together pretty quick.
Yeah, and I plan to do an episode on soups here soon as the weather starts changing. But, just even more basic than that, like you can just open a can of beans and stick them in the microwave.
Take them out of the can first. Let's preface that.
Yeah, I
just want to make sure, dump those out into a bowl and then warm them up that way.
I mean, sometimes I don't have my life together and I don't have a pot of beans cooking, Sometimes I need to just grab a can of beans. So that's a really easy meal. Just warm them up, throw some chow chow or some ketchup on them or whatever it is you like on your beans, and there you go. That's a good little meal. They also make like little microwavable bags of rice. The only problem with those is sometimes they have a little bit of oil in them, but it's not too much. So if you're in a super hurry, it's still going to be healthier for you to have something like that than to go to your nearest McDonald's, you know. Another convenience food that I've been using for years are the frozen vegetables in the steamer bags. So you just throw the whole bag in the microwave and steam it up. Those are super easy. I mean, and if you want to get down to it, you can even buy vegetables in the produce section that are already chopped up. I think that's a little bit of a rip-off. You know, I can find 5 minutes to chop up my own broccoli, but time is money, and some people would rather pay a couple extra dollars to have it already chopped up because they don't have the time to do it. So if you're one of those people, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you use your money however you want to. You can walk up in the produce section and find all kinds of chopped vegetables. They have a box of chopped onions even. So that's pretty convenient.
Yeah. Keith, do you have any quick foods?
Well, you know what? I think you can turn just about anything into convenient if you prepare.
Right.
And you've got it in the refrigerator or whatever, or
ready to go.
Ready to go. Then all of a sudden everything's convenient.
That's right.
So that's one way to look at it too.
Yeah, I know one thing that y'all always do. Mom usually chops a bunch of vegetables and makes a big bowl of salad. I need to start doing that. And if you want a quick salad, you just open up your salad bowl and pull some out of it, and there you go.
Yep.
That takes 1 minute, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, salad's another convenience food. You don't have to cook it. You just put whatever vegetables you want, whatever dressing, and you're good to go. And taking the time to prepare is a real good one. You know, if you take one day over the weekend to make a huge pot of beans and a huge salad, there have been weeks where I've baked like 12 potatoes in the oven and just had them in the fridge to eat over the week. You know, and those are all things that don't take a lot of time. Like, you could put your beans on and go do something else. You could slide your potatoes in the oven and go do something else. And that's another reason why I really like the Instant Pot, because you just put the stuff in there and then go do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
And that's convenience right there. Anything that allows you to get more than one thing done at a time, it's a pretty good deal.
I agree.
If you stock your fridge up with all of these things, you know, if you've got fruit and you've got salad and beans and potatoes or whatever it is, if you spend a day prepping, then yeah, that turns super convenient when you're needing to eat something quick. And I keep going back to the microwave, and I know there are things about it that aren't super healthy, but sometimes there have been days I have just thrown a couple potatoes in the microwave, and I'll cook those for 5 minutes and cut them up and put some ketchup on them, and that's what I'll eat for lunch. I've done that several times. Sometimes I'll steam a bag of broccoli to go with it. I'm not saying you should microwave every single meal, but I do think it is a tool where if you don't have a lot of time, it can help your life out a lot.
Yeah, agreed. And I tell you what I ended up doing a couple weeks ago, and I told Ashley about this, and it tripped her out. You're talking about throwing a potato in the microwave and heating it up, and then chopping it up, putting ketchup or whatever on it to kind of season it. I had a potato a couple weeks ago that I warmed up. I took it; it was a leftover, but whole potato. Ended up eating it just like an apple. Didn't mash it up or anything. Just held it like an apple and ate through the whole thing. Because it was quick. Well, I mean, it was cooked well, so it didn't really need anything on it. It kind of had a sweetness to itself. So anyway. All right. Hopefully that gives you guys some quick on the go stuff. Don't forget to give us a follow at Our Heavy House on social media. Find us Instagram, Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe on whatever podcast platform that you're listening on. We'll be back tomorrow. What's that? Wednesday. This has been Tasty Tuesday. So tomorrow's What's That Wednesday. We look forward to seeing you then. And have a great day. Thanks.